I'm just moving my DS. So, the first, like, Nintendo thing I have is the first ever DS I got, which is the DSi. Gosh, that's quite loud. I got this when I was in year 3 or 4. I think I got it like when it came out. And what game does it have in it? It has Dragon Quest 9, I think. This was one of my favourite games. I actually have some of my favourite DS games. There's not many actually down here, which I'll show. I mean, there's the usual Animal Crossing and whatnot, but Dragon Quest was one of my favourite games ever. Me and my sister played, I want to say 500 hours, but I don't think that's true, but it probably is. Me and my sister used to play it all the time. And you can tell how old it is because it has, like, this has turned yellow. I mean, it must be at least 10 years old. I mean, I think in year 4 no, I'm not sure, but it must be pretty old now. So I wonder if it'll turn on actually. Did anyone else, I mean, I'm pretty sure everyone else used to play at night. Too loud. I used to play at night, like when I should be asleep, and sometimes, like, I'd hear my mum going down the corridor and I'd like shove it under my pillow. But I remember there was a few times, because the volume button is like here and you just slide it, I would be holding it like this, or this. I think I'd be holding it like this, so, and my finger would like accidentally do this and it would go really loud. I wonder if it'll turn on. No. Oh, it's DS Lite. It says, yeah, which you won't be able to see. But I have and when I was looking, when I found my DS, I found loads of games. There were too many to show, but I thought I'd pick out my favourites, because I think the obvious one is Animal Crossing. This is the first Animal Crossing game that I played, Animal Crossing Wild World. I didn't play the GameCube one, I forget what that one was called, but I remember playing this so much. Me and my sister played it, me and my friends played it. I remember going around to my friend's house and she lied and said that you could chop someone's head off on it. So I tried and it obviously didn't work. So this was possibly the game I spent the most time on. I don't know exactly how long, but it was a lot. And then I had Dragon Quest, the game that was in the DS, and I was obsessed with this game. Oh my gosh. I used to love making the outfits with the alchemy thing. I remember Corvus, I think, or something like that, when he turns into a devil, and he's that big green monster. I also made so many of those. Like, you could make little characters and build up their levels. I think I got to like level 90, I think, with mine, and then I remember I had a girl who was I was a minstrel, and I made a girl called Sarah who was she was like a healer, but I'm not sure what that's really called. I'm not sure what that was. It might have just been healer, but I don't think it was. And she was on like level 30 something, and then I had a boy called, I don't remember his name, but he was a warrior, if that was one. And he was on like level 20 something, and then my sister was on maybe a few levels below me. I can't remember what she was. Probably a minstrel. I think you start out as a minstrel, I can't remember. And she, and we all went to kill Corvus. What were my favourite places? It's funny, I actually played it a few months ago, and I looked at the graphics, and I remember at the time I thought the graphics were incredible. Like, I know that like most people like little pixels, but then some important characters were made into like 3D, so like you and your followers and like some of the main characters in the storyline, and I was like, whoa, these graphics are amazing. Well, I mean, they were for the time. I don't know, when did it come out? 2009. My favourite places, I'm trying to think. The saddest story was the one, oh no, all the stories are kind of sad. There was the one where the village, everyone was ill, I think, and someone died, and that was really sad, obviously. And there was like a scientist or something, and then there was the one with the doll. That one made me cry. And you had to kill that massive spider. That scared me so much. It's funny because I must have been like 10 when I was playing this. And one of the first people you have to kill is like a white knight, and he had red eyes, and it scared me for months. Like, I was horrified. Like, some of the characters really scared me. But yeah, that's enough talk about Dragon Quest. Nintendogs. Yeah, I got the Labrador one, because I used to, well, I still do, love Labradors so much. And I got a little, on the game obviously, a little black Labrador called Lucky, and then I got a Corgi, and they were my two favourites. I mean, it makes me sad thinking about it, because like they're in the game now, living, and I've not been on it in like 5 years, so let's not think about that. I don't want to say girly games, but yeah, girly games, and Cooking Mama was my absolute favourite. Like, I used to love cooking things on this. I remember one of my friends, we went on a trip in year 6, and she was playing like Cooking Mama, but it was like hobbies and crafts or something, and I really wanted it, and I think I got it as well. But Cooking Mama was a good one. Now, the next Nintendo thing I got was my Wii, and stuff. And then there was a game where you had to lie, or you had to like lie or tell the truth, and I was really good at that game. Like, I always fooled my sister, but she never fooled me because she would always smile when she was lying. Then I played, I'm not sure what else I played on my Wii actually. Definitely more games. Oh, there was the Mario where you were in space, but I was really bad at that. Wii Resort, that was one of my favourite games ever. And I'm not really sure what else, to be honest. I think that's about it. There's probably more. I never played on Animal Crossing City Folk too much though, because I found it really hard to control. And like on the DS games, it's really easy to pick up weeds, but on that one it wasn't, and that put me off. So the next Nintendo like console I got was the 3DS. It feels like I got this like yesterday, but it's been 5 years at least. The only reason I actually got it was because my sister found out that a new Animal Crossing was coming out, and we watched this couple from Japan playing it, because it came out in Japan in like the November, but it came out for us in like the June of whatever year it was. In fact, I won't say all. But the last game I have in here is Animal Crossing. So for the Christmas we both asked for 3DSs. It's a 3DS extra large. I wonder if I've got it charged. I haven't been on this. I haven't been on my DS in probably since before Christmas, to be honest. It is turning on apparently. I hope it's not broken. Oh no. Oh, I completely forgot that it has like a flat. So I have Animal Crossing. It's really hard to show, but I have Animal Crossing. I have this little cat at the bottom, and it looks, when you're turning, I didn't really have many games on my DS because I mainly just played on Animal Crossing. Like, in fact, you can look at how many hours you've spent on a game. So let's do that. Let's embarrass myself, shall we? But I remember we actually played on Dragon Quest on here as well, because you can use your old DS games. In fact, let's do this little stylus thing. Animal Crossing. I played. You can't see, but I promise this is the truth. 593 hours. It's my most played game. I have played on it 1,130 times, and my average play time is 31 minutes. First played, oh wow, 17th of the 6th, 2013. And I last played it the 30th of December last year. So that was my second Nintendo Cats and Dogs. I played 61 hours on there. Super Mario 3D Land, 30 hours. Dragon Quest 21 hours. Cooking Mama. Animal Crossing Happy Home Designer, 22 hours. photos of like my old games that I played on for a bit, like Pippa Funnel, Imagine Fashion Designer, Cooking Mama, Imagine Restaurant, Nintendogs, Dragon Quest, Cooking Mama, Hobbies and Fun, Imagine Movie Star, Super Mario Bros, My Makeup, My Secret Diary. So yeah, that is the third like Nintendo thing I got. As you can see, I spent a lot of time on it. I really enjoyed it, mainly because of Animal Crossing. And I bought this because I knew Animal Crossing was coming out. And the next thing I bought was my Switch, which is because I knew Animal Crossing was coming out. So yeah, I have 2 games down here as well. I just have Animal Crossing New Leaf and the Happy Home Designer. My friend got me this and I loved it so much. I didn't spend a ridiculous amount of time on it, but I really enjoyed making the town better. And it like held me up for a bit in like the thought of a new Animal Crossing. As you can see, Animal Crossing is probably my favourite game of all time. I remember I actually took a day off college when the Pocket Camp came out. Like, I saw it come out like a day early or something, and I was like, right, well, college really just doesn't matter to me. I am going to have some time off, and I just had the day off to play it. But I got bored of that pretty fast, to be honest. I don't know why it's such a good game. Like, it's just so pure. Nothing bad really happens. Like, the worst thing that happens is Rossetti, who's lost his job now. Having a go at you, like, he used to scare me. But I love Isabel. And I love most, no I don't. I don't love most villagers. But I'm looking forward to the new one because, I'll be honest, when I first watched a trailer for it on E3, I didn't like the graphics, and I was just sort of like, all that wait for that, mainly because like they said it was coming out this year and then it's not now. But honestly, knowing the reason that they are releasing it next March instead of sometime this year, I'm really happy. Like, I don't want them to stress out people who are working on the game. I'd rather wait a few more months and it be a really good game, and the creators and like the artists and whatnot be not ridiculously stressed out and overworked, than to have a game that's like half done. But after watching the trailer about 10 times, I came round to it and I really like the graphics now. I wonder if it'll be the last Animal Crossing game. But either way, I don't know if I'll be as obsessed as I have been in the past with them. I don't know. But I kind of have high hopes. pages because it just sounds really nice. So, games I have on here are, I have the Nintendo Entertainment. You cannot see that at all. Right, it's the Nintendo Entertainment System, and I got it for free because me and a group of friends got like a family membership thing, and it was like £3 something for all of us, like each. So I got, let's turn the volume down, and if I turn the brightness down, will it? Yeah, you can see a bit better. Chickens. No, right. So it has all the like really old games. Let's turn the volume up. All the really old games. No, I'm not purchasing anything. Thanks. I haven't played on this in months. I like that noise as well. So it has like the old Zelda. Let's turn not the volume, the brightness right down so you can see. So it has, that's even worse. I apologise. So it has like all these old games. Let's see. We were also playing some of these, and I was talking about how they're really hard, and I was really confused because when I first got this, I played Zelda, and I played Mario Bros, Super Mario Bros, and I was like, it's so hard. Like, I remember on my first DS, the Super Mario Bros was harder. Like, I feel like they get easier. I feel like old games are so difficult to beat, and like new games are just really easy. And I mentioned it, and she said, and I'm such a fool for not thinking this first, she said it's because they like arcade games, so like you had to pay to play, so giving you 3 lives for like a whole level was kind of normal because they want more money. And I was like, wow, I'm really dumb. But yeah, there's some cool games on here, all really difficult though, if I'm honest. And I like challenging games, but I don't like it to the point where it's challenging, and it starts to annoy me. Oh, there's all these new games. Oh yeah, we played Kirby Adventure. Gosh, there's so many new games. Star Soldier, Punch Out, Donkey Kong. I might play on these later. But yeah, I enjoyed this for a bit, but like some of the games are just too difficult. So then I have Super Smash Bros, which I am terrible at, so I've played it for a total of about 2 hours, and then I gave up because it was just frustrating me because I'm so bad. Like, there's too much going on at the same time that I can't keep up at all. So I spent like £60 on a game for me to spend 2 hours. Then I have Night in the Woods, which is such a good game. I saw it on the store, and the only reason I recognised it is because of Goodnight Moon, and I thought, you know what, I'd like to play this myself because I only watched her first video on it. So I played it. It's incredible. I love the graphics, I love the music, I love the characters. They're all very different and like awkward and unique, and like I like the storyline. Like, it's an all-round really good game. There's like 5 hours of playtime, and I think it's like 10 or 12 pound. Don't quote me on that though, but it is so worth it. Like, I only played it for like 10 minutes at a time for a little bit, and then one day I just sat down and I played it for like 4 hours, and when it was over I was so sad. Like, it is such a good game. Then I have Stardew Valley, which me and my obsessive personality, I literally played it non-stop for like a week and a half. as I purchased it. But it wasn't that expensive, I'm sure. Okay, so I forgot what I was talking about because I went for something to eat. But I think I was on to Skyrim. So Skyrim is the game I have played the most on here so far. I think I've played nearly 200 hours since January, and it is July, so that's worrying, isn't it? But I love Skyrim. Skyrim is like my second favourite game ever. There is just so much to do, and like you can never really run out of things to do, and when you do, you just make a new game and like a whole new character. Like my first one I made was a wood elf, and I made them like two-handed, best of like two-handed and heavy armor, which isn't really like the best idea for a wood elf, but still. And then I made a Brent. I've honestly forgotten, but she was like, I wanted her to be good at like everything, so I made her good at magic and like one-handed weapons and light and heavy armor and everything. In fact, let's have a look. How many hours? No friends online. Okay. I have spent 170 hours on Skyrim. 1 hour on Smash Bros, 5 hours on Night in the Woods, 30 hours in Stardew Valley, 2 hours in Legend of Zelda, 15 hours in Mario Kart. So then the next is Zelda. I can't get into it. Like I'm just really stupid, and if something's not like obvious to me, I can't do it. Like when you have to look for the I forget what they're called. In the beginning you climb up that big thing and the old man's there. Like I couldn't find any, and so I sort of gave up and just like ran around for an hour. So if something isn't like too obvious to me, I'm gonna struggle. But I'm trying to play a bit more. And then YouTube, Mario Kart. In fact, let's have a look. I got the case with the Switch, because I thought if I want to carry it about, or even if I'm just like leaving it around the house, I don't want it to get damaged or scratched or anything. So, what have I got in here? Probably nothing. Nothing. But yeah, there's like 2 little cartridge things where you can put your games, which is really good. For like if you're traveling or something. So in fact, this one's the one that actually has games in it. You can also, there's always also like separate individual ones for if you just want to have like small ones down here. And in here I have Zelda, Skyrim, and Smash Bros. So yeah, I do not regret buying my Switch at all. Oh gosh. I would go in Skyrim. I actually really wanted to do a Skyrim video, but like playing and like just find like the nicest spots in the game, like and just sort of walk through it and like got out any bits where enemies came up to me. But on Switch you can only record for like 30 seconds at a time. Like you press down and it like you can either screenshot or you can have a video for the last 30 seconds, and I feel like constantly going from like 30 seconds of this area and then 30 seconds of that would could film it like I did my DS ones, where I filmed the screen, and if I'm in like a really dark room, I can do that quite easily. So I'll have to see. So yeah, I love my Switch. And I love this noise, which I've already. It's just a really nice noise. So, what pictures have I got actually? Let's have a look. I am such a, let's have a look. A picture of, May and B. I think that's what she's called. I loved this bit where you could make May dance. And then she met her, like, girl crush. And she had, like, a proper crush on her. That was quite cute. Did she? Wait. Yeah, bombshell. I thought that was so cute. I love this bit as well, where you got to make like the little. I feel like I'm spoiling it. Those aren't really spoilers, to be fair. What other screenshots have I got? Oh, me and gosh, what's her name? The girl with purple hair on Stardew Valley. First, I wanted to marry. What's his name? The alcoholic one. And then I wanted to marry the girl with purple hair. And then, like, I keep changing my mind. That one. I have loads of, like, I'm so sad. Like, I take screenshots of, like, pretty areas in Skyrim. So, like, if there's a nice sunset, that's not. Like, nice sunset. Pretty. Why did I take a picture of that? Oh yeah, there's like the little shack. Where I think an old man and a little boy live. And I think it's like one of the only characters to escape from, is it Helgen at the beginning of the game? And like they have a little cottage, like shack thing. And in the roof you can see through to the sky. Nice. How many pictures have I got? Bloody hell. Oh, I took pictures of like me building my house. You can't see. Never mind. Oh, that was a night sky. See, like I'm looking back and I kind of love the pictures. I think the graphics are really good for the Skyrim. Some people were saying it was gross, but like, I think it was incredible, personally. I love, what's her name? Oh, there's Zelda. The vampire. I haven't played it in like a couple of months, so I'm not really sure. The one that can follow you around, and I love her. Oh, I loved the castle the vampires lived in. Oh, her name is Serena. Because that's not why have I got that picture. This video is pretty long, isn't it? I only have one more thing to show you anyway. Gosh, this is a lot. Yes, Isabel. I don't think I meant to take that. Oh, I'm in first place though, so I win, I guess. Gosh. Oh, I also adopted some children on Skyrim, because that's the type of caring, generous person I am. we have